How's it going, little bros? In case you didn't know, E3 2015 is less than 2 weeks away. There's going to be so many great games. Halo 5 Guardians, Uncharted 4, Star Wars Battlefront, the list goes on and on. I'm standing outside GameStop here tonight to interview some people and their thoughts and opinions on E3 this year. So without further ado, little bros, let's go check it out. So what company do you guys think will win E3 this year and why?
Microsoft. No, hands down.
Microsoft hands down, why?
It's best company. Everybody I know has an Xbox One. True. I've been having an Xbox One since like Xbox One, the 360, the one that just came out. And hands down, for me, I have both of the companies. Microsoft has always been the better, in my opinion. So.
And what game are you most excited for this year?
Halo. Like the last Halo coming out, so it should be the best one. Definitely, just like you said, Halo.
I'm a big Halo fan myself, so I'm definitely excited for that. And what game do you are most excited for that hasn't been officially announced? Do you guys know anything about that? Possibly Mass Effect.
I've seen the teaser trailers. They're still working on it, so definitely a bigger game that I'm waiting for outside of Halo.
Besides that, man, there's so many.
There's quite a few. I mean, Zelda. A lot of Nintendo fans like Zelda. That hasn't been announced yet, but anything at all?
I'm scared like Silent Hill, man. They said it was gonna come out, then they took down the Takajima. I forgot his name. They took his name down, and I'm scared that they're not gonna do that game. I'll be waiting for that game, so. Hopefully it'll get the green light in.
What company do you think is going to win this year at E3?
Well, I really want Sony to win, but after what I just heard, Microsoft feels like they're going to be killing it this year.
Yeah, because Sony announced the first-party lineup is pretty thin this year. Is that why you don't want to root for them, or what?
Well, personally, I'm not really much of a Microsoft guy. I've been Sony pretty much since day one, from PlayStation all the way up to 4.
Right.
And then I always got to stick and represent to your hometown, you know?
Yeah, definitely. And what game are you most excited for this year? Out of all the companies, it doesn't matter. What game are you most excited for?
Actually, Kingdom Hearts. I've been anticipating that for the longest.
8 years,
Yeah, exactly.
Been a while.
So now that the game's actually finally coming out, it's like, all right, let's buckle down, sit back, relax, don't play Smash for a little bit.
Yeah.
We focus on Square Enix right now.
Sounds good, man. Sounds good. So what company do you feel like is going to win this year's E3 and why?
Actually, at E3, I'm looking forward to Bethesda because I'm a huge Skyrim fan. I just heard they coming out with Fallout 4. I was a huge New Vegas fan, so I think Fallout 4 is really going to push the envelope. You know, you got the new generation of consoles. You got PS4 and Xbox One. I think it's going to look beautiful, and it's probably going to be a great game.
Fallout 4 is definitely very anticipated. Do you feel like that game's going to be the best out of E3? Do you think it's going to steal the show? If not, what game?
Maybe not steal the show, but I do feel like it's going to give every game, their money's worth because this has been such an anticipated game. People have been looking for it for a long time. It's my personal pick.
So what company do you feel like is going to win this year's E3?
I feel like since Bethesda's waited 20 years to announce Fallout 4, I feel like they're going to get their fan base is coming back, and they're going to be pretty strong.
Yeah, my brother used to be a Fallout fan. I never really got into it, but just from seeing the trailer, it's really interesting, so I might jump into it.
I know Nintendo's planning a lot of good stuff. So.
Yeah, and I mean, Zelda's not really appearing, but do you have any high hopes for that? Or?
Yeah, the free roam Zelda sounds really interesting, and I'm glad they're not announcing it that much, and they're taking the time to work on it, so it's not big of a problem.
All right, awesome, thank you. What game do you feel will win E3 this year?
As for game, a lot of things happening at E3. We have things that get shown like Uncharted 4, No Man's Sky. We might see a Gears of War announcement, perhaps by Microsoft. Of course, they might show more about Halo 5. Nintendo's side, there's also, of course, the new Wii U Zelda.
Right. It hasn't been announced yet to be at E3. Are you looking forward to that? Do you feel like it will be announced?
I think, they announced it last year, but they haven't shown that much gameplay. I think now that they'll unveil a little bit more about it, or they'll talk about it. Who knows?
So, out of 3 companies, Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo, do you feel Nintendo will win, or do you feel like Microsoft will win? What are you thinking?
To be honest, I think it's a toss-up between, in my opinion, Sony and Nintendo, because Nintendo typically has a lot of hard-hitting exclusives, I can say that. But Sony as well, they have a very strong partnership with indie games, and who knows, they might show off a lot of new indie games coming up. But also, like I said, Uncharted 4.
Yeah.
What else we got? They might show off a new Ratchet and Clank. I mean, they talked about it, but they might show more about it. I'm excited for that. I love Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah.
And who knows? We'll see.
Yeah,
I'm
we'll
just
see.
waiting.
We're all excited. It's a very good time to be a gamer, and I'm personally excited for Star Wars Battlefront.
I forgot about that. Yeah,
Yeah.
Star Wars Battlefront. Yeah, everyone's just waiting for that. So we'll see.
So, what company at E3 this year do you feel like will steal the show?
I really like a lot of the stuff Nintendo's been putting out, honestly, because I'm a really big fan of the games that they make. Ever since I was a little kid, I've been playing a lot of their games, so I'm looking forward to some of the new releases that they're playing, or they're going to release, and Nintendo's going to be my favorite for E3.
Are you excited for Zelda might make an appearance?
Yeah, I'm excited for that new. I saw that whole new preview for that Zelda open world, the new
Yes.
Wii U Zelda. It looks really good.
Yeah, I really hope they release gameplay and such, but what game in particular are you most excited to see at E3?
I don't know. I hope they release some stuff on like. I like Yoshi's Woolly World.
Oh, okay.
That looks like a really good game to me, and I really love the other Yoshi's Island games. So I'm really looking forward to something along the lines of Yoshi's Woolly World. See what they have to say about it. See any more gameplay. It looks really good.
Right. And are you a Star Wars fan?
Yeah, I'm a Star Wars fan.
I just have to ask people this. I'm really excited for Star Wars Battlefront. What do you think about it?
Oh, I'm really pumped.
Yeah.
I played the other Battlefront 2 when I was a little kid.
Oh yeah, loved it.
It was awesome.
All right, little bros, that concludes our interviews based on E3 2015. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe, and this video will be an instant hit, I'm sure, because there's a big hype of E3 coming this year, and there's going to be tons of videos and tons of content every Thursday. So as always, little bros, game on.